Happy Halloween, Valley Club. 2 trashy milestone events just ended, and it appears that there's even more attrition to the Marvel Strike Force player base. Do the tone-deaf devs of Scopely even care? We're discussing that in this video. Also, get ready for the brand new hard nodes coming tomorrow. What do you need to do to prepare? What information do you need for these right now? We're talking about that in this video. And when are the rest of the horsemen coming farmable? We're talking about all of that and your questions from the mailbag because it is Monday. And if you're ready for all of that, Valley Club, you know what to do. Find that like button. Let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
Hello, Valley Club. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you are having a great, happy Halloween, staying safe and all that stuff. Welcome to the ValleyFlyin channel. Now, if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button for more Marvel Strike Force content and more Marvel gaming content. We have at least 5 Marvel gaming content videos on this channel per week. If you've already subscribed, thank you and welcome back. It is Mailbag Monday, so we have all of your questions to discuss. We're also discussing the new hard node campaigns, what you need to do to prepare, and when are the horsemen farmable? We're talking about all of these things in addition to all the mailbag questions. But let's go talk about these events that just ended right now, these milestones, 2 milestones, the Future Shock milestones and the Midnight Haunt event milestones. So if we go into the game, we look at where I finished up. If we go through these leaderboards here and find me, rank 18,144. Yeah, I did not really feel like blitzing 8 times a day, spending a bunch of power to cores, and I actually finished in one of the low rankings, the lowest ranking that you could possibly get for this, 51 to 100%, which means I got the lowest, worst rankings. Now, previous, if you ended in this 18,000, I would have expected to be in higher ranks, maybe the 10% to 20%, but not anymore. It looks like these percent-based rewards, these leaderboards, it's getting even harder and harder to rank because it appears that less and less players are playing this game. Where did you rank? Were you satisfied with what you did? I actually got a lot further than I thought on these milestones, but the ranking rewards, very disappointed because it looks like the attrition of players in Marvel Strike Force is continuing, especially with the introduction of Marvel Snap, which is a game that I'm having a lot of fun with, guys. And if you want to check out the video that I did yesterday as a beginner's guide, make sure you check that out up there. I think the link should be up there, but yeah, check out my channel for that guide to help you get started in Marvel Snap. We also have hard nodes coming tomorrow. If we look at the blog post, talking about Wong, Emma Frost, Maria Hill, Hela, and Madeline Pryor. Now, some of these characters already are available to farm right now. Hela is available on Villain 7.6 right now, and coming tomorrow when these hard nodes go live, or when they're scheduled to go live, because as we know with Scopely, everything is subject to change and they commit to nothing. There's no accountability at Scopely. So she's available on Hela is available on Villains 7.6. Tomorrow, when these is supposed to go live, she should be available on the hard nodes of Heroes 2-3. And also Maria Hill is another character that is farmable right now in the War Store. So granted, you can't always farm shards for her. She needs to pop up in that War Store. You need some good RNG to get that popping up. And it's a very crowded store, by the way. But she's also going to be available on the hard nodes of Heroes 2-6. Now, Wong, not farmable anywhere in the game. He's going to be available on the hard nodes of Heroes 1-3. Emma, who was in those milestone orbs for so long, those seasonal milestone orbs, which lasted about 2 years, she was available in there, and she's going to be available on Heroes 1-9 coming tomorrow, the hard nodes of Heroes 1-9. And we also have Madeline Pryor, who is not available anywhere, never made farmable. And she's going to be available on the hard nodes of Heroes 2-9. So still no word on when the villains chapters are coming. Maybe in this update, maybe in the next one. We do need Cersei farmable. We need Icarus farmable. We need more of this backlog solved because, yeah, there's a lot of characters unfarmable right now, and it's making the accessibility of these characters not as prevalent, which declines the fun of the game, in my opinion. All right. There are players that don't have anything to do in Marvel Strike Force right now, and they're loving it. Let's look at this post on Reddit from from this user right here from a day ago. Nothing to do. My alliance did not get the keys for Doom raids today. People haven't felt like playing this much this weekend. I wonder why that is. Well, if they're like me, I was spending most of my time playing Marvel Snap because that is a fun game. Every single battle is fun. Not very grindy. There's a lot of grind, but the grind, in my opinion, is very fun. So we should start making more and more Marvel Snap content on this channel. Coming up soon. We did the first video, like I said, yesterday, and if there's anything that you want help with in Marvel Snap, let me know in the comments down below. Only Alpha is doing that, fully auto. Finish the monthly rewards. Yeah, those Future Shock rewards are done. Hopefully this next event for Black Panther 1mm, aka the 1 million BC of Black Panther, hopefully that is good. There's no war going on right now. I guess if depending on your zone, you may or may not have a war going on right now. Crucible was not going on yesterday when this is posted. It is going on right now. Blitzing, thank goodness there is no blitzing to do right now. But yeah, what are you looking forward to? Is there content that is very engaging for you in Marvel Strike Force right now? I do want to know as we get to the rest of your questions from the mailbag. First question of the day. Hey, Valley. At the time of writing this, gold milestone wasn't counting towards gold spent. War seems to have been canceled. As much as I feel like I like free stuff, I'd rather have them just fix the game. Yeah, so those war rewards, we did get them on Saturdays, so I thought we would get them last Tuesday when Zone 4 was supposed to, or I guess Wednesday, when Zone 4 was supposed to end the war. Thought we would get the war rewards then. We got it a few days later. The good thing is we got war rewards based on winning in the highest possible tier. So that was the good thing about that. But yeah, I'd rather have a game that works, the game that is reliable, than always getting this stupid compensation. It was fun at first, or Wendy's errors were very few and far between, but it seems like there's stuff that's breaking all the time. And I don't know if the devs even care. They seem so out of touch with the community. Do they care? It does not seem like that. And it doesn't seem like they're reading the room based on all these month-long milestone events that are coming. And what do you need to do to prepare for this next month-long milestone? Well, you need to hoard. You need to hoard a lot of your resources, guys. And we're gonna talk about hoarding and what I'm doing to hoard for some of this stuff. And we have a raid event coming up. So save all of your raid currency. Don't claim any of your raid rewards. If you haven't claimed your seasonal rewards, don't do that yet because of this next trashy event that is coming. The special offensive event that is coming. All right. All these glitches and bugs, quick edit after seeing the release event for Zombie Iron Man. I've told my alliance, I don't want them to think they have to purchase characters to stay in my alliance. Yeah, good, because Zombie Iron Man's release is absolute trash. All right, I've told my alliance they don't have to purchase these characters. With all the bugs continuing to happen, why should anyone spend $300 for a character? The short answer is they should not. There's no character that is worth $300. Why would they? Well, if there's $300 worth of value in that character, then cool. But I don't think there's $300 worth of value in any of these characters, considering how soon these characters fall out of the meta. So yeah, no character's worth $300 in my opinion. All right, next question is from Riz. I am missing some Horseman teammates such as Agatha, Abomination, Brawn, Deathlock, Hulkbuster. So the good thing is Deathlock, Hulkbuster aren't technically Horseman characters, but you do need them to unlock one of the Horsemen of the Death Horseman coming up. How or when will the time come for these characters to be farmable? Should they not have had a limited time to when they become farmable? Yeah, so they should have a limit. Although there are some characters like Cull Obsidian, like Moondragon, like Agatha probably is gonna be, like Gambit is probably gonna be, that they're just gonna hold off on these teams. And in previous interviews, the devs, Sean Dugan in particular, the game director, did say that there are some characters that they wanna hold off and limit restrictions and have very limited access to for players. I don't think that's a good method for players. I think it accentuates the FOMO, which Scopely thinks will increase the spending, and for some players it might, but for a lot of players, like a lot of the community that I'm hearing from, is just upsetting and making people not care. All right, they should have a limit for when these characters farmable. Move from a payment option. Seems like I'll be waiting for a long time unless the whole chapter or big event will be released. What is the proper way to play this game rather than chasing characters? So as the proper way to play this game is the way that's going to give you the most fun in whatever game you're playing, be it Marvel Strike Force or another game. It's going to maximize the fun because after all, these are games that we play. So as a matter of, it's being competitive in these games, it is fun, but at the end of the day, it's a game. So what is the proper way to chase this? Well, there may be some game modes that you like. Arena, being competitive in Arena. Maybe you like playing Crucible battles. Maybe you like the challenging of figuring out these raids the first time and, after that, it gets a little boring. Or maybe it's these war battles, being an alliance and facing these war battles. So I would choose one game mode that you really like in Marvel Strike Force. If there's none, maybe go check out my Snap content and play Marvel Snap instead. It's a different type of game, but like I said, I'm having a lot of fun with it. But there should be a game mode that you enjoy and start building your roster, building your teams for that game mode. If you're a newer player, hopefully in Crucible, you're not facing some long-time players that have large rosters. And if you're a war, get an alliance that is around your level, that's going to be facing people around your level. And Arena is a good source for power cores, but yeah, it's 5 battles a day. So I would be focusing on the game modes that you find most fun. I think that is the proper way to play this. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer, but it's going to be individualized for you and what you find fun. All right, I have been crashing issues from 5 p.m. on Saturday. Now it hasn't been fixed. Now war hasn't started for my alliance, and that was a major bug from last week. No wars. All first wars of the week were canceled. Are they going to compensate us if we lose an alliance war because of this? And what about the crashing? I can't do anything without crashing. I'm losing out on milestones for crying out loud. Are these guys ever going to fix the game? 4 years of the same crap, and I think that is where the disconnect comes for the community. And I think the thinking of Scopely is they would rather milk their top spenders in the game rather than making a fun game experience. It seems like this is just a way to get money from the players rather than creating a fun gaming experience and then having players want to spend money. So I don't know what they're going to do with it. I don't know why they haven't fixed this. Perhaps what was said many years ago, having this framework for Marvel Strike Force to be very fragile, and anytime they do anything, something breaks. Or maybe they're just lazy. Maybe they don't care. Maybe the higher ups, the money people, are thinking, yeah, just push the bugs out. Let's get this content out because we need to make money. And I've heard that they're slowing down on things. I've heard from various people that worked at Scopely, some which have left. They said that there's some conversations, a lot of conversations about these bugs. And I don't know what is being done on the back end with these bugs, but it appears nothing is being done from the front end, from the player user experience about these bugs, because they keep happening. Different bugs or older bugs that we thought was fixed and coming up. So yeah, they're out of touch. And hopefully there is a way that we could get just some fun back in the game. Hopefully the direction of Scopely changes. Hopefully the Zombie Iron Man did not sell very well, and it is kind of apparent from all the offers in the game. They said it would only have those initial offers and his event would be the only way to get charged for Iron Man. Well, that is not the case. If you go into the game right now, there's different offers almost every day for Zombie Iron Man. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with these guys. They just seem out of touch with the community right now. Valley, I referred back my previous message, and that was about unavoidable, can't miss, and the can't dodge attacks. So and I believe that was the can't dodge attacks. Anyway, understanding is unavoidable attacks. Let's talk specifically about unavoidable, because what was said about the unavoidable attacks that they cannot be dodged, they cannot be evaded, but you can still miss with them. And I agree with what you say here. I did some testing on this my own. And attacks such as Morgan Le Fay's special, which says unavoidable. Kestrel special, which says unavoidable. Black Bolt special, which is also unavoidable, will all hit when Weaver has charges. I've tested all of these and I did do the testing. I was thinking of something with Weaver and the charges, because what Weaver's does is reduce the accuracy of the entire team when she is charged. I also did that with Blind, because Blind should do the same thing as that Weaver passive and reducing the accuracy by 100%. And these moves did still work. So it appears that unavoidable attacks can hit through everything. Dodges, blinds, everything seems to be working with these unavoidable attacks. And I'm not sure if that has changed over the years, or if there's a bug with these things, because as we know, there's a lot of unreliability and a lot of language in the text of the game that appears to be inaccurate. So as of right now, though, I've not gotten an answer about what for some definitions of all this stuff, but it appears as of right now, unavoidable means that you could still hit Weaver. You could still hit when you're blinded. I've tried getting blinded from Taskmaster and Magneto, and they still hit all of their unavoidable attacks. Now, a lot of these unavoidable attacks, like their safeties, their assist and basic counter assist, it still does not hit. But as far as the unavoidable attacks, those do still hit. All right, so I hopefully we'll get some clarification for you from the devs on this, but have not heard anything at this time. All right, salutations, Lord Valley of ValleyFlyin. You're my favorite Baywatch character. Yes, Dirty Chubber making a comeback, baby. I've got some decent ideas. Remove the timer for more practice battles. I would like that. Yeah, although the timer on those war battles does simulate a real war, I would like to get some of those room bonuses that we could add and take off on practice mode, but the timer does make it realistic, although it is practice mode, so I do see where you're coming from, brother. I think there's a lot of other things that are a little more pressing, but this would be a good one if you could either remove it or put it on. That would be another option as well, because you don't want to make it too unrealistic. If you're going at like 5 minutes and 15 seconds, and you need to just shave off those 15 seconds somehow if you're simulating a real war battle, because you only have 5 minutes in a real war. All right, coordinated assault, make them coordinated assault events more realistic, make them more reasonable for alliances, and I think they were, but they're going in the opposite direction here. Scopely seems to be increasing it and making it harder and harder for alliances to finish, instead of just leaving it where it was and being generous to the resources. We're gonna need a lot of these resources for Apocalypse, and if you're in that Apocalypse chase, this is one of the major sources of that T4 ISO 8 blue ions, or the level 4 ISO 8 blue ions. So I would really like this, or at least just going back to what the milestones were when it was initially launched, and bring back the 500 dark promo credits when you finish all the milestones for those month-long events. They took this away for some reason. We didn't do anything about that. They took it away because they're greedy. And now that we know, those dark promo credits are not just used for our Horseman characters and our special Dark Dimension 5 characters. It can also be used for brand new characters like Zombie Iron Man. Such trash. We know why they did that. All right. But yeah, it's just not great. All right. I love watching your jiu-jitsu videos. You're the man. Thank you, my brother. I got another competition coming up this Saturday as well, and I might be moving down in age division because once again, it doesn't look like there's anybody in my normal bracket at my age and my weight. I'm also going to move up in weight because there's nobody even at the lower age division where I entered. There's nobody in my weight class. So yeah, we're going to be moving up in weight, fighting some bigger dudes and some younger dudes. So could be challenged, but I'm looking forward to that, win or lose. All right. Who's your favorite UFC fighter in each weight class? I mean, I think of Francis Ngannou. He's a fun character to watch, or a fun fighter to watch. I like Charles Oliveira. He just lost to Islam. I like watching Islam as well. That wrestling is just dominance. I like the ground fighters. One fighter that stands out is Paul Craig. He doesn't win a lot and didn't look that good in his last fight, just trying to pull guard. But some of his fights with his jiu-jitsu, tapping people from his guard in an MMA fight, that is fun. I think overall I like the grapplers better than the strikers, just because I do jujitsu and grappling's my thing, and I understand it now. Before I did jujitsu, I didn't understand it, and now that I do, I think that's a little more exciting for me. Started MMA channel, many would subscribe guaranteed. That may be a possibility down the road. I don't know if I have enough consistent content to talk about, but as far as what I watch and what I find entertaining, MMA channel is would be fun. All right, do you think Dorm is still worth taking to Gear 16 since I won't get Apocalypse, since I missed Braun and am at 86 out of 100? I got sick on the last day, just got to my last character for DD5, City done. OG Spider-Man, Scarlet Spider, Ghost Spider, Shang-Chi, Squirrel Girl, and for Global, did Captain Sam, Sharon Carter, Doom, Sabretooth, Lady Deathstrike. It was between Maria and Sabretooth. Who I got done first came down to who I was thinking I got the missing Gear 16 unique for. For both, Maria is better in Dark Dimension 5. I think Maria is better in Dark Dimension 5, and that's also a Secret Avengers. You're going to be using her to Doom raids as well. I think you made some good choices here. You did Web Warriors, you did Shang-Chi, so you're taking care of bio and skill in that section. You're filling out the skill with Maria Hill, Captain Sam, Sharon Carter. All those characters are going to help you. Lady Deathstrike and Sabretooth are kind of falling out of the meta, but you're still going to use them in that Weapon X team. All right, bring Maria Hill to 16 for skill in Doom 3, and for Cosmic did the Eternals, Kestrel, Valkyrie, Doctor Strange, Heartless. Only regret about Valkyrie is being Cosmic. Not a lot of options who don't share the same unique. So using different uniques, I think, is a good thing. You know, even if it's not a character that you're going to use. And I like this versatility, this flexibility. Our ability to make our own decisions for Dark Dimension 5, whereas this Apocalypse release just does not feel good because we don't have a lot of options. We have to build the Horseman characters. We have to build Weaver. We have to build any other characters that they're going to announce that they have not announced yet if we want to get Apocalypse very early on. So I do like this flexibility that we had in Dark Dimension 5. Cosmic, not a lot of options to share the same unique. And Legendary, 3 Horsemen, Omega Red, Jubilee. I did her when I didn't know about the new mutant team, so I would regret her. I would like to know, what do you think I should do when I get done? All right, so as far as, this was a long question for that Dormammu reference, but as far as when you get Dormammu, I think you're very safe taking him to Gear 15. Now, the thing that you're going to want to watch and take him to Gear 16 is that unique. He needs Miasma. Also needing Miasma is Hela, who looks to be a war offense character, so you could skip her. Doom also takes that. You may want to be investing in Doom. Adam Warlock took that, and back in the day, that was a very important character. He's been surpassed by a lot of characters in Mystic, and Infinity Watch has kind of fallen out of favor, so I don't know if you really need the to take Adam Warlock all the way up. Cloak and Deathpool also take that, and they are new warriors, so I would suggest either putting on one of those or going back to Dormammu, because Dormammu, yes, he's not going to help you unlock Horsemen. If you're going to miss Apocalypse anyway, that might be a thing. The only thing I would consider, if you're taking any of these other Miasma characters up, you may want to hold off on Doom. If you don't plan to take up Doom or Hela or Adam or Deathpool or Cloak, then Dormammu's probably the best of all of those characters, because you can use him in Arena. He's used in the raids. He's used in Cosmic Crucible. He's used in War, where some of these other characters, they're not getting as much use in these other game modes. So yeah, I'd say if you're not getting Apocalypse, definitely build up your Dormammu. Miasma would be your limiting factor there. All right, hello, Valley. Greetings from Singapore. I need some relationship advice. I started dating this girl about a year, for 4 years plus now. All times were a little rocky here and there. What relationship is it? You are right on that one. I think all relationships have challenges. And some are larger than others. At one point, she went and cheated on me, but when caught, she says, it wasn't her fault, I'll do better. Oh my goodness, that is a big red flag there. It wasn't her fault. Oh my goodness. Instead of, man, I made a mistake, you're not taking responsibility for your own actions. That is a huge red flag right there. I'll do better. I believed her. The next time we're at odds again, I was saying she wasn't treating me, she was treating me unfairly. She said, it's because you and your friends suck. Wow. More red flags. Again, not taking responsibility, not taking ownership for anything. This is some red flags, and it's good that you guys are dating and not married and not having kids. And And I hope as I say that you weren't leaving information out and don't. But if you guys are just dating, this is good. This is good because red flags are appearing already. And she finally said, I'll do better. I chose to forgive her again. However, recently she was once again treating her relationship like it was not again important, choosing to disappear without a word for a week during the rockiest period of our relationship. When I discovered that she went on a vacation for a week, during that period, she apologized for her actions, said, I deserve a world-class experience. So I chose to believe her again. But the only things that got worse after her lying to me going back. Hey, I'm wondering if this is not a real relationship question. I wonder if this is an analogy for the relationship that Scopely is giving us. Because that was what it sounded like. Because I deserve a world-class experience as well, my brother. At one point, she apologized for immediate actions. Thank you for your patience. Only to take it back a few hours later. Oh, this does sound like Scopely. Man, dump that girl. Dump Scopely. They suck. It has reached a breaking point now where she's beginning to ignore me and say I have to spend money on her and buy things in order to make her happy. Do you think this is relationship and toxic and I should end it? Yeah. I think we should. Let's all go play Marvel Snap. I mean, let's all go find new relationships in devs that care about us in Marvel Snap. But Valley Club, I'm still here for you guys. I'm still playing this game in hopes that it will get better, but I'm enjoying playing Marvel Snap. Right. Hey, good morning, Valley. I'm level 55 with my strongest team at 96,000, so just barely started using ISOs and leveling up my alliance, which is currently level 7. So you could say I'm still new. Yes. I needed some advice. I noticed you have a ton of orbs not open. I usually open them when I get them. What is your strategy? You open them during the events, keep on smashing. All right, so real simple strategy that I use with this. If I need the contents of the orb and I know there's no event coming up, I will open them. If I need them and there's an event coming up, I'll hold off on them. And then let's go into my game right now because yeah, there's a lot of orbs that I'm hoarding. Mainly these raid orbs here and these blitz orbs, and all these pop-ups here. It's like I'm in a bad relationship. All right, so these raid orbs, look at this. The blue raid gear, I will never ever open these. And the reason, just time. You know, if there was a slider to just open all of them, I probably would. I'm not sure why. Maybe there's some other stuff in there that I need. Maybe there's some gold or something like that. But yeah, never open it. Just for the time to open all this stuff. The purple gear, I don't really need that stuff. Some of the stuff I have opened in the past, but I'm hoarding it right now because the new unique piece for Zombie Iron Man. So yeah, a lot of the stuff, these raid stuff, I don't have them all opened either. But yeah, I think the way to go is hoarding. And that is what you should do to prepare for the next hard node campaigns. Hoard all your resources. That is what you should do for the next milestones. These Black Panther 1mm, the 1mm Black Panther, you should save for his event because yeah, if you want to do this Nokia event, you're going to need that 1mm of Black Panther. So Thrawn, my advice for you is if you need the stuff, open it. If you don't, or if there's an event coming up, just save it. And thank you once again for joining us on the ValleyFlyin channel. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force and Marvel gaming content. Starting to make that shift towards Marvel Snap, and hopefully you guys enjoy that game as well as I am. I will see you guys next time. Have a happy Halloween. Stay safe, and I'll see you back on stream tomorrow with the Valley Club in the morning on Twitch. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.